Hey guys, and welcome to today's tutorial on my favorite page style 24. So that's what my favorite page style number 24 looks like, and as you can see there are two flaps in this shape of tags, and you can actually flip them individually. And yeah, I think they're really great for journaling, but of course you could also place pictures on them instead. Then we need to attach tape right next to the scoring lines, and I actually like to use 3/8 of an inch score tape for this. And after attaching our tape, we want to cut off the corners of the little flaps we created with scoring. So for this, I like to turn around my cardstock and then I get my small scissors and I just cut it an angle right next to the scoring lines. Once you have cut off the corners, you can go ahead and actually fold up the little flaps we created. And for this, turn around your cardstock because you don't want to fold it up on the side where you scored it or where you placed the tape on. And now to make our cardstock elements look like tags, we would need a ruler. And I actually like to use the Tim Holtz ruler for this because it's very easy to work with. And then we need to mark like 1 inch from the top edge of our cardstock element. And I mark it on both sides, as you can see. And then I again mark like 1 inch from the middle of the edge. So I find the middle first and then I go 1 inch to each side and I use my pencil to mark it again. And now that we have these two dots on both sides, I use my ruler again and I just connect the dots with a pencil line. And now that we have marked where we want to cut off the edges, we can of course just get our scissors and cut them off. And then to cut off the corners of the second cardstock element, you could just use the first tag as a template. And now we also need to mark the middle of the top edge, and we could have actually done it before when we also marked where we want to cut off the corners, but I just got my ruler back again and I actually want to punch my hole 1/2 inch from the edge. So I find the middle and then I get my crocodile and I just punch the hole to one of the tags and then again I use it as a template and just punch a hole to the other one as well. And what I like to do now is I get a little bit of pattern paper, so you could just use some scraps for this. So I just got a piece of pattern paper in the same color as my decoration for the pocket. And then I just place some tape. So I use wider tape for this. I think it's 1/2 inch tape, I'm not sure. But you would just place it on the back side of your pattern paper and then you can get your crocodile or hole punch and just punch holes with a little bit of like space in between. And after punching the holes, you would need another circle punch. And then you can just use the circle punch and punch around the smaller holes so that you get these little circles which you can place on top of your tag right around the hole you have punched. And when you're using tape on the back side, of course, you have these circles, self-adhesive, but you could also use some red glue to attach them. So just go ahead and attach the circles around the holes on all four sides. Now we want to attach our ribbon to the cardstock elements B, and for this I just cut off a little piece and then I fold it in the middle and I actually grab the middle and pull it through the whole of our tags And once it's pulled through, you can then use the rest of the ribbon and also pull it through this little loop you created. And then I carefully pull on each end. And then of course do exactly the same for your second tag. So pull your ribbon through, tie the knot, and then I also like to get my scissors and just cut off the ends of the ribbon so that they look nice. So I like to just like cut them at an angle so that one end of the ribbon is a little bit longer and the other one is a little bit shorter. But what I also like to do when I use ribbon in my page styles, I always want to make sure that they don't rip apart so easily. So I actually get a lighter and then I just burn the ends of the ribbon, and this actually prevents them from ripping apart. And then we can attach our pattern paper A onto our cardstock element A. And when I attach my pattern paper onto my cardstock elements, I always prefer to use wet glue instead of tape, because by using wet glue, you are still able to move around your pattern paper until you find the right position and have an even border of cardstock around it. And now we can attach our cardstock elements A onto our basic page. And for this, I start by removing the tape backing just from one side. And then I can hold up the sticky side to align my cardstock element A to the edges of the basic page. And once I have it in the right position, I can then remove the rest of the tape backing and press it down. And now for the second cardstock element A, you want to make sure that you not only align it to the edges of the basic paper, but also, very important, align it to the edge of the first cardstock element A so that it's laying right next to each other. And now we can attach our pattern paper for the basic page onto our basic page. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. If you did so, please give it a thumbs up, and also I would love to get your feedback in the comments down below. So if you have any question, you could also leave it in the comments, and then see you in my next video. Bye!